Good evening, everyone. Joe Collins here, Congressional Candidate, California's 43rd District. I want to welcome you to Minnesota. Now, this isn't your average documentary. This is actual footage of what happened when my campaign and I went to Minneapolis a few days after George Floyd died. We went to stand in solidarity with George Floyd and his family and to stand against police brutality. This is an issue that faces every single community, from the white community to the black community. Enjoy our film and let me know what you think.
I like these guys. I'm not gonna flex with you. You know what I mean? Hopefully they can inspire somebody else.
They said this was the biggest march since Martin Luther King.
That the truth would come forward.
You can't even look at me like a man because you a bum, bro. He's not even resisting arrest right now, bro.
His nose is bleeding.
You fucking stopping his breathing right now, bro. You think that's cool? You think that's cool
really
though,
not.
right? What's your oh man, what's your badge number, bro? You think that's cool right now, bro?
And God answered my prayer.
You'll call the police on another police.
You think that's cool though, bro? You're a bum, bro. You're a bum for that.
I'm sorry George had to lose his life.
You're a bum for that, bro. You getting mad. You just sitting there stopping his breathing right now. You about to go out right now, bro.
Look at him. Get off of him now.
What is wrong with y'all?
What the fuck? He got made. He got made. He cannot breathe. Get over here. No, first of all.
But God answered my prayer, and I think the nation is watching Minnesota right now.
Bro, look, well, you can check on him. He's not responsive right now. Get back off. He's not responsive.
Look at him.
Right now.
Get out the street.
He's not responsive right now.
You would know.
He's not responsive right now. He's not responsive right now, bro.
Does he have a pulse?
No, bro, look at him. He's not responsive right now, bro.
Check for a pulse.
Bro, are you serious? You gonna just let him sit there with that on his neck, bro?
Let me see a pulse.
Is he breathing right now? Check his pulse.
How long have this conversation?
Check his pulse.
Okay.
Hello?
Yo.
Hey, what's up, bro?
Nothing much. Sorry to wake you up, but
Cool.
you been watching this on the news?
Man, I fell asleep early, man, I got my pants on, brother, and a t-shirt. I was tired. What happened?
Yeah, they said it was murder, but Angela King from Georgia, she just called for all the conservative leaders to come out to Minneapolis. So I think we gotta go.
Man, you know I'm ready. We built for this, bro. You ready to go? We can go.
All right, perfect.
What time are we gonna leave? A couple of days, or when are we leaving?
We already bought our tickets. We gotta leave at 6 o'clock in the morning.
Wait, did you just say 6 tomorrow or 6 today?
6 in the morning. So it's 12:38 right now. So our flight leave at 6 in the morning.
All right, that means I gotta be there for. I'm ready. Let's do it.
All right, I'll see you at the airport.
All right, bro.
All right, peace.
In front of the Minneapolis 3rd Precinct. We'll give you a shot from Sky 4. You can see the front of this building is on fire.
Russell is my brother. Don't we look alike? Yeah. Can't you see that we have the same reflection? Yeah. Can't you see that we have the same heart? Yeah. Can't you see we stand for the same thing? Yeah. Russell, you didn't know you had a brother in Los Angeles. You didn't know you knew Major Williams before you met us today. But you're my brother. I don't care about what color you think you are. I don't care how white you think you are or how black you think I am. We have the same color blood.
That's right. Humanity.
This is all about humanity. It is not about politics. It is about the people.
My name is Joe Collins. I'm gonna let you guys know. When we heard about what happened out here, it touched us in LA. And the reason why is because excessive police force on black and brown people happen all the time, especially in Los Angeles. But you don't hear about it on the news. You don't see people come together like this in South LA. You don't see this at all. This is what I want people to think about, right? Because we're targeting our anger towards the police and the sheriff's department and everybody who uses excessive force. But who writes the laws that allow these people to do this stuff? Who writes the laws that allow these people to do this stuff? Where are the city council members? Why are they not out here with these families grieving with us? Why are they not in our communities grieving with us? Where are the assembly members for this city? Where are the state senators for this city? Where are the congressional representatives for this city? The elected officials who we vote into office, who they beg for our votes, they beg for our money. They want to show pony and come out here and pretend like we stupid, take our votes and go back and allow our people to get killed every damn day. Where are they at? And why are they still in office? What do we gotta do to get these people in office? Because it's gonna be on us. I'm gonna tell you, I had a run-in with the police and we had a rally in Los Angeles right in front of the mayor's house. I didn't get arrested because I had people behind my back. I did not get arrested because I had the people behind my back. If I would have had all of you guys behind my back in South LA, they would have never touched me. So that tells me, just like the people up here are saying, we have the power. But we cannot keep allowing these elected officials to keep getting elected, coming to our communities and kill us on a regular basis. We have to be able to stand up and say, hell no, and vote their ass out of office. We need young black men like myself, like my man Robert, like my other guy over here, like Major Williams, to stand up and take charge of our own communities, because if we don't do it, we're going to continue to be victims. Victims of a system that we have the power to change. If we can write our own laws that say, you know what, the three strikes law gotta go. The crack law gotta go. The war on drugs gotta go. All these mass incarceration gotta go. All these laws that people thought sound good, that these elected officials voted for, target our neighborhoods, they target our people, they keep us poor, they don't want to let us build wealth, and then get the cops to come into our communities and kill every good black man that we got. So when are we as black people, when are we as Hispanic, when are we as the people who are living in these inner cities going to take a leadership position and tell these people it's time for you to go, you're not welcome here anymore? Maxine Waters, I'm running against her in California, she's not welcome in South LA no more. Mayor Garcetti, he's not welcome in LA no more. Gavin Newsom, who's killing our poor communities because we have no economic development with the shutdown, they're not welcome anymore. And we need the same energy in LA out here. We don't need to destroy our own communities to prove a point. Let's use our voting power and our voice and our $3 trillion that our black community has to get these assholes out of office, because they're not welcome here. We don't want them here. We need to let that be known. We need to let our voices be loud. We need to let it be known you're not welcome.
We have to be able to do one thing. Instead of burning their buildings, let's burn them when we get ready to check the next election.
That's right. Yeah.
Let's make that person feel I didn't serve my people correctly. Has any person in this group seen one city official come down and come and talk to you? No. Please call me a liar. If you have not seen one city council.
Not one.
From 1966 to 2020, the Human Rights Department has never took a case of ours to help our people, our community. They have never came to a meeting. They have never invited us to a meeting. They have never took up a lawsuit or charged one police officer on behalf of African Americans. Now here's why we couldn't win here. First of all, we had a secret grand jury. I couldn't tell you who one of them was to this day. The secret grand jury always went in some room at some time, somewhere, without telling anybody, and always came back not guilty.
I'm Joe Collins, South Central Los Angeles native. 13-year U.S. Navy veteran running for Congress in California's 43rd District against Maxine Waters. We saw what happened with Mr. Floyd, and that seems to be prevalent, especially here in Minnesota, but across the country at a considerably less lower rate than what happens here. That's reported. And after we got all the facts about what happened, I called my campaign team, my boy right here, Robert Foster, who stepped out of my campaign team as well as campaign manager. And I said, hey, we got to go to Minneapolis and show our support on the West Coast.
Secondly, we never had a county attorney that would vote for us in any kind of way.
And run for Congress because somebody has to replace these laws.
Understand who got your back. Who got your back through slavery, through lynching, through the fields, through the struggle. Who had your back?
So if we continue to elect the same people in office, knowing that they've done nothing to repeal these laws that are used to attack our people, we still subject ourselves to the same treatment regardless of who in office, whether it's Barack Obama or whether it's Donald Trump.
Every struggle must yield something to you. Every struggle must yield something to your people.
The definition of insanity is doing the same thing over and over and over and expecting a different result.
So when you're done, the real battle is to make sure they change the charges. They change the charges. This is too low. When they're done, you make sure that you get your people to the polls.
5 families that are here will take time before we march together to be able to explain what the pain is really like. We don't want microphones. We want to be able to talk to the people. Ladies, take your time and please explain to these people who you are.
Yes.
Hi, my name is Dion Smith. I'm from Stockton, California, and I came to stand in solidarity with all of y'all. My son named James Rivera was 16 years old. He was unarmed, shot 48 times, 18 entered his body, and they used AR-15s.
They murdered him a day before his 17th birthday. And I've been fighting for 10 years to be this year for justice. And I've been traveling all over the world standing with families. See, these are stories that you don't see on TV because we are grassroots. They want, if you don't got a camera, they feel that it doesn't matter. One ended to one, ended to all.
And I have a church, but my church was small. And I'm a mother of 14. James was number 7. And I come from 18, so I have a big family. And we went to go find a church to see could they let us use their church. And we said, we'll pay to use your church. And they said, Mrs. Smith, we cannot let you use the church because it'll be a conflict. It was a conflict because they was friends with the police. Get on board. Start organizing in your community. You can do it. Teach one, teach one. Now, I want to tell y'all something, and it's very troubling to me, and it puzzled me. Today, that young man was murdered right here. I was in my bed in Oakland, California.
His last moment of his death, we all seen him die slowly. Yes. And what did he say? He said, my neck. He said, my body. And then he kept talking. And what did he say as he was going? He said, my body hurt. I can't breathe. He said, they're going to kill me.
He said, somebody help me.
That's what he said. I can't breathe.
I can't breathe.
They're on my neck. What did he say? I can't breathe.
Get up. They're on my neck.
I can't breathe.
What do you want? I can't breathe.
They on my neck.
Please, the knee in my neck.
Now y'all gotta see one thing that I don't know if y'all understand.
Get up, get in the car, man.
I will.
Get up, get in the car.
I can't move.
I've been watching
He said this to the world. He said, Mama. Did y'all hear?
Yes.
He said, Mama. Mama. And if you go back, see, I got the message. I was in my bed in California. He said, Mama. And then I couldn't rewind it back because it was live. But when I rolled it back, I said, damn, he said, Mama. And so he was talking to the universe. A lot of y'all don't understand because they stopped teaching us that in history about who we really is. I'm here because the universe. All of us mothers came from all over. See, I don't know if y'all understand when a woman have her first child. We're happy.
Yes.
The baby is growing in our womb. First thing we do, boy, go shopping. Is it a boy or girl? We want to know about this father. We don't care the daddy who bada booty bada. The kids, we want a junior. We want somebody to be us. When she carried that baby in her womb for 9 months, and him and his mama began to share their first heartbeat.
Yes. Yes.
Boom, boom.
Yes.
Boom, boom.
Yes.
Boom, boom. Boom, boom. Boom, boom. It was tough.
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Justice!
What do we want?
Justice!
When do we want it?
Now!
When do we want it?
Now!
If we don't get it,
If we don't get it,
Shut it down!
if we don't get it,
Shut it down!
My name is Tashira Garraway.
My son's father's name was Justin Tigan. He was 24 years old, and he was brutally beaten by the St. Paul Police Department and thrown in a dumpster. I'm gonna say it again. My son's father was Justin Tigan. He was brutally beaten by the St. Paul Police Department and thrown in a dumpster. My son's father's skull was cracked in half. His head was the size of a basketball. He had dog bites all over his body, blood all over his face. They beat him to the point that we couldn't even tell who he was laying in the casket. He looked totally different laying in his casket. The dump truck did not know that a body was in the dumpster. They picked it up, drove it out to Inver Grove Heights. He came through on the flatbed with the rest of the recycling material.
Because I fought for the truth, and there was a video that blanks out. We watched it, they wouldn't let us watch the video. When we were finally able to see it by the lady, the forensic pathologist, when they catch my son's father, the tape goes blank. So they edited the video. When it comes back in, everybody's gone.
This happened in 2009. It's 2020. They silenced me for a while because I was afraid for my own life. I was a 23-year-old black girl with a 3-year-old baby with this man. They sat outside my home. They followed me. They would wave at me and smirk. I couldn't even mourn because his mother couldn't even mourn correctly because they were putting in the newspaper this false story. They were attacking our family, attacking him. So this is what's going on in the state of Minnesota.
The politicians here in Minnesota have heard our cries, heard our pleas. I sat down at the table with Keith Ellison, Attorney General of Minnesota. He claimed that the only way that he can investigate a case is if the governor appoints it. I told him I want to meet with the governor. 3 times. We were ignored. So what's happening to the city right now is not the people's fault. Because that's pain that you see in the city right now.
George was the face of hundreds of murders in the state of Minnesota, but thousands of murders in the United States. Our families have decided to come together to fight because George's life mattered. But our family members' life mattered just as much as George, whether it received media coverage or not. So his name is Justin Tigan. We as the families are coming forward. We will no longer let you taunt us and keep us quiet. They silence me. They won't silence me no more. 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 And the tears that I cried, they're gonna pay for every tear that I cried. Every last family member that's standing here. It's about 6, 7 family members standing here. They're gonna pay for every tear that every one of our family members cried. They cursed their families. They cursed their children. And that's what they don't know. Like I say all the time, they can cover it up from other human beings, but they can't cover it up from God. He was there. He was there when Justin died in that garbage and took his last breath. He was there when Brian laid on that ground. He was there when when Isaac laid on that ground. He was there. prayer. So they cannot cover it up from God. And that's why it's out here now. That's why the stories are coming out. That's why George was seen right there getting choked out. Because when I prayed, I prayed and I prayed and I prayed and I prayed. I prayed that the truth would come forward. And God answered my prayer. I'm sorry George had to lose his life. But God answered my prayer, and the nation is watching Minnesota right now. The nation gets to see what they're doing to our black men, to our people. I say it all the time, they didn't throw them in the river, they didn't throw them in the woods, they throw them in the trash. That's what they think of our men. And they think we're supposed to care because this place is burning up. They can replace these buildings, we can't replace who we love. They won't silence me anymore. They won't silence me anymore. They won't silence our people anymore. They won't silence our people anymore. Stand up and fight back.
Hi, this is Ann.
Hi, Ann. How's it going? This is Pierre.
Oh, you're the Pierre. Yes. How are you?
I'm doing really well.
Yeah, I want to hear your. Go ahead. Tell me what you know. What your story is.
Absolutely. These are my brothers. We came. They're the ones who are leading this effort. They'll be able to explain everything to you. So I'm going to pass you over to them.
Okay.
Hello, Mayor Bird. How are you, ma'am? This is Robert Foster.
I'm well, thanks.
We're here as individual people at this time.
Right.
Basically, we actually flew in because we're both two people who have grown up in the Los Angeles basin, in South Central Los Angeles, and we were very influential at that time at a young age in getting the city to slow down. In our age group, being able to stop the riot when it happened in '92. Now at this time, we are really adamant. Yesterday we spoke at a rally that was held by Stephen Jackson. Stephen invited us in to be able to speak to the crowd and to basically give them some insight on the ramifications of burning down your city. The youth don't understand that at times the business and entities that will come into a city, ma'am, much better than we do. It takes time to get those businesses into.
Absolutely.
So right now, O'Reilly, Walgreens, we walked through the areas that have been really ransacked and attacked. We understand their plight, but the main thing that we're dealing with right now is the inability for them to take things seriously because of the actions of people who are sitting in certain governmental positions. The ear of the people, they believe that the people that they're sending out to find out, okay, well, how can we stop this? We have done, our own independent investigation. We didn't come out here the first day. We made a couple of phone calls and we found out and we said, what is the problem? What's going on? Why is it ramping up so fast? Of course, everyone is angry. Of course, people are going to start responding a certain way. But we in history, of course, understand that silent protests had greater responses than violent protests. So we were really adamant about connecting with yourselves and other politicians here, because the people that may be starting trouble, may be starting problems, there are certain things that they're asking for. And even today, Mayor Amber, ma'am, the police officer is free. He's been bonded out now.
Right, yes, right.
So
wait. Okay, say that again. I'm not sure about that. Say it again?
The police officer has been bonded out. His bail was $500,000, and of course we both know that the police officer was able to pay 10% of that, which is $50,000, and now he's out.
Oh, okay, that's new news. I'm glad I had to repeat it. I did not hear that.
No problem.
Okay.
We're on the same page.
Okay.
So right now they're saying, well, please go in the house or to protest peacefully. This type of action of this man getting out with this short period of time, I don't know if Mayor Fry or if Governor Tim really understand that they're giving a portion of the people that are on the streets, whether it's Antifa, some people believe it's the white supremacists, but there are visible signs of who is doing certain things because they're writing them on the wall. So if the writing is on the wall on who and what is doing this, there are certain individuals that are turning around and saying, hey, you did not arrest the other 3 police officers that were also kneeling. All right. So there's certain things that people are extremely upset about, and those issues have never been touched. And we're just trying to get to the right individuals because we came into Minneapolis yesterday. There was around 3,000 people at the rally that we had. The second thing that we're going to do tomorrow, we're having we're trying to put together a very nice rally for peace, for there to be communication, for people to be able to express their emotion, because like I know, because you're a very intelligent woman, pent up emotion comes out either with anger, a force of a fist, or by crying of tears. One or the other.
Right. But I don't know how, I'm not sure I know how to help you. I mean, I love what you're saying. I think it all makes sense, but what can I do to help you? Any ideas?
Joe's going to speak.
Good afternoon, ma'am. How are you?
Good.
Good.
So you're Joe Collins.
Yes, I'm Joe Collins. I'm a congressional candidate for California's 43rd District. And I'm also a U.S. Navy veteran. I speak very candidly. The excessive use of police force in Black communities it happens on a regular basis, and nothing hardly ever happens to the cop, when they kill someone. And I make a very stern point when I say the majority of the reason is because of the legislators, right? Because the legislators are the people who make the laws. So one thing that a lot of people are looking for right now is some type of resolve, some type of clarity, or some type of security to know that one, something is going to get done about this situation right here, but two, legislation is going to get put in place to ensure that everyone is treated fairly, not only in Minnesota, but we're taking this agenda and pushing across the United States.
Absolutely.
And unfortunately, Minnesota has a 13% higher rate of, people of color being killed by police than anywhere else in the United States. So what you can do to help us is if you can directly connect us with the mayor of Minneapolis so we can speak to him about our issues, and maybe we can come up with an avenue to where we can ensure that these things will not happen, not only with the police, but to make sure that the city doesn't get destroyed, because it seems like that's what's happening right now.
My name is Ashley Quinones. My husband was murdered by the Richfield and Edina police in September 7th of 2019, about 9 months ago. They did kill him in front of me and our son, and they lied on all of our statements and our case files. Everything is not the truth. I want to say thank you to Anonymous for shouting out Minnesota and making our cases aware. Yes. Because a lot of our families were on that list of the corruption and the lies, so they see what's going on here. I don't have to be here by myself anymore. That's right. Yep. But I want to say to Shira and myself, we are doing families
supporting families against police violence. We're asking that people help us because when they murder our loved ones, we're left with bills to pay for. We're trying to pay for funerals here. They have something called the Crime Victims Justice Unit. They help if a regular individual on the street kills your loved one. They give funds to those families to help with the funeral. But if the police murder your loved one, it's not considered a crime. So there's no funds that help our families. So we're scraping up money to, we have children to take care of. We get to Social Security, that's it. You know what I mean? Other than that, we're left with nothing. We left with nothing. But at the end of the day, we don't want that money. We want these officers convicted. That's right. Yeah. We want them convicted for crimes, for murder. Yeah. Their money is hush money. It's hush money. It's hush, shut up, move on. Right. We don't want to admit that we was wrong, so convicting them admits that they were wrong. We don't want to admit that because according to when the Constitution was wrote, it's not wrong to kill a black man here. Yeah. But it is wrong. Yeah. And we standing for that today. But our families, it's families supporting families against police violence. So we can help families that's coming from other cities with traveling costs, with groceries, with food, things like that. We can breathe! 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 Ladies and gentlemen! I've been listening to you guys, man. I'm from South Central LA. I'm so jealous. I've been listening to your mayor. I've been listening to your governor. He says that he has heard the people. He heard us. He heard what we said, right? Why is this guy out of jail now? Right? He made bail, but he heard you guys. He has never came out and agreed with any family. Ever. How many people have been killed in Minneapolis by the police? In the last year.
Raise your hand if you know anyone's been killed by the police.
We have the families right here. Not one family has been paid any type of restitution for what the police did. The mayor don't give a damn. The white person who was killed, their family got paid. Not to make it a race issue, but they got paid. And the person who killed that lady is in prison right now. The mayor said he heard your voice, but his city is f***ed up now, right? I don't care if it was us that did it. I don't care if it was you. I don't care if it was Antifa. But he's not getting the message. The people want to be heard. Not only are we sick of police, but we're sick of every single legislator that has these laws in place that let the cops come into our community and do this shit to us on a regular basis. It ain't going on just here. It's not going on just here. It's going on in Dallas. It's going on in South Central. It's going on in New York. It's going on in Miami. It's going on in Chicago. And these legislators who constantly beg for our votes and our money are still in office, letting this shit happen on a regular basis. We're gonna have to use our pride because we can vote them out of office. We gotta not be scared. We have to use our voting power and get their ass out of office right now. Listen, I'm a father. I have 4 children. I have 3 daughters and a son. And if one cop kill my son, everybody's gonna feel it. I'm not condoning violence. What I'm condoning is our right to protect ourselves from a government that don't give a damn about us. We gotta protect ourselves. We gotta protect our communities. We gotta protect our boy babies and our girl babies that's growing up behind us. But we can't do that with these assholes in office. The mayor don't give a damn about y'all. Y'all governor don't give a damn about y'all. Y'all state assemblymen, y'all city council members, y'all congressional members and representatives in assembly, they do not give a about y'all because if they did, they would have been out here as soon as he got killed. They would have been out here with Sandra Bland. They would have been out here with Philando Castillo. They would have been out here every time we got hit up by any type of police. We want justice. George Floyd. Everybody. It's so many people that's been killed by the police because of legislation that got put into place. We like Joe Biden, he's a Democrat, but him because he put the bill in place that allows these people to go into our cities and kill us on a regular basis. It gotta go. Why do we have the NAACP? Why do we have all these powerful organizations that have powerful black leaders that have never taken a stance to get rid of every single law that's been created that targets our community?
Why do we support these people? Where's my young man at? Where's my young man at? If you're a young man,
raise your hand.
If you tweening up, put your hand all the way up. Don't be scared. Put your hand up. I don't care if you're black, I don't care if you're African, I don't care if you're white, Latino, I don't give a shit. You guys are the leaders of these communities. You guys are the leaders of these communities. Y'all need to be protecting our women. Y'all need to be protecting our children. Y'all need to be taking a stand to get in political positions so we can get rid of the laws and get these cops out of here from killing people. And it feels my life, but that's how I feel. Because it's going down in South Central just as well as it's going down here in every single major city with all these people who say they love us, but they don't. They do not care about you. And you need to think about that. Think about this. And I've been saying this since I've been here. Why do we have these people that beg for our votes, beg for our money, but they never create laws that's going to help us? How many of y'all got $60,000 in the bank? I didn't think so. Who got $60,000 in the bank? Who got $10,000 in the bank? Why are we living in poverty? Why are we living in poverty? Why is this shit normal? Why we can't have our welfare here on earth? Why they tell us wait till you get to heaven to get your wealth? That's bullshit. We deserve it right now. America was built on the backs of slaves. All of us. Whether you white and you come from Italy, whether you black, you come from Africa, whether you Mexican and you come from Mexico, whether you Latin and you come from these Latin countries, this shit was built on us. This is our shit.
Miss Lisa Simpson, mother of Richard Risher. I came here all the way from Los Angeles to stand in solidarity with y'all. My son got killed July 26, 2016 by the most notorious gangbanging force, police officers, Los Angeles Police Department. They shot 70 shots at my son for running. The police officer that killed my son, he didn't chase my son half a step.
He was dropped off to kill my kid.
He never met my son. He never seen my son. But he admitted to shooting 40 shots out of his volley. That means he reloaded his gun twice to kill my kid. They shot 70 shots at my son. He was 18 years old. I don't have a police report. I don't have an autopsy report. All I have is a dead son. They gave me a death certificate that said my son was 28 when he was only 18. At the bottom of the death certificate, when it said who he was killed by, it didn't say LAPD. It said killed by another person. Jackie Lacey, our DA, is not going to get rid of none of the officers that killed my son.
What I want to tell you guys about these murders, how they killing us, they put a gag order on the parents, so we can't talk about the death of our kids. But they can talk about our kids, they can put a false narrative about the parents. I lived 88 miles from where they killed my kid at. And the first thing that Mayor said he had his goons come out and ask me was, how long did I live in the Nickerson Gardens? Not sorry for your loss or nothing. California don't like me because I was the mother that stood up to our chief of police, Charlie Beck. I went in the commission board meeting and I asked the man, if I leave this board meeting today and kill a few of your officers, would we be even for you killing my 18-year-old son? They labeled me a terrorist in California. I have to fight the case and beat it. They put a terrorist restraining order on me called Guru, which they've been working on for 10 years previous to my son getting killed. They went to 4 different counties to try to get this gun violence restraining order on me for guns that I owned 23 years before they killed my kid. There's no justice out here. They laws is not for us. They have a life, defensive life doctrine that said they supposed to kill a black man in a cruel and unusual fashion with no due process to us. There's no law or no statute of use of deadly force.
They're a gang.
They've been working on it since the 60s, and it will never be a law like that on American soil, because it would prove that in our neighborhoods they use deadly force versus in other neighborhoods. These lawyers, they getting paid off of us.
That's right.
California is the payout capital.
In the last 5 years, California have paid out $190 million to us families that lost our loved ones. But it's the dollar denomination that they can get a mother richer that's gonna suffice me. Yeah. I'm gonna take it all the way to the Supreme Court. January 28, 2020, they dismissed my son's case with prejudice, and I ain't never filed on the state level. I ain't never seen this Michael Fitzgerald. I don't know this guy. I am Richard Bishop.
I am.
Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Say his name. Thank you, guys.
Say his name.
Kobe Friday.
Say his name.
Kobe Friday.
My son, Kobe Friday. Oh, I'm D Friday. My son, Kobe Friday. He was executed by Officer David Wells. David Wells means death warrant. He was assassinated by him on August the 16th, 2016. I'm standing here in solidarity with the families in this city, Minneapolis, Minnesota. I am standing in solidarity because I come from Hayward, California by way of Stockton, California by way of Oakland, California by way of Los Angeles, California. We come here to stand with you. I know that my son did not deserve to be executed that day. He only woke up to walk down to the corner store and get something, a money order and a couple other things, and go back to the house. It was a mistake in identity. My son was not even the suspect that they were pursuing. My son have music out. I have music for him. My son was a good rapper. He rapped. My son was a good son, but everybody's son was good. Everybody's husband was good. Everybody was good. They did not deserve to die. I said once before, walking down the street, jogging, driving your car, walking to the corner store, is this a death certificate for us?
Yes. Yes.
It's a death certificate. You have to be very careful and keep your eyes and your ears open. And the Bible says, watch and pray. Don't close your eyes and do nothing. You better watch and pray. So today, I just want to say that my son had 4 children. He had 2 jobs. He was doing everything that a good son is supposed to do and helping his mama, which is almost getting ready to be evicted. They're getting ready to take my car because I don't have no more funds, no more to hold it down for my family. But I'm here still to stand. Because if you don't stand for justice, you'll fall for anything.
Yeah. Yeah.
My name is Paulette Quinn. I'm the son of Philip Quinn, who was killed in front of me on 9/24/15. That's all I did was ask him because he was suicidal, and that's all I did was tell the cops to ask them to come and help me get my son help. Instead, they came with their guns drawn and killed him right on the ground in front of me. They had me go across the street where I couldn't comfort him. I seen his soul leave his body as his eyes rolled back. The only thing I want is to get justice for people that aren't getting justice.
Yes.
Please help us. We need justice.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace. Thank you guys all.
Ladies and gentlemen, I want to say this before it happens. The breath of life that we have, that's why you know we stand for this. This breath of life, we have breath, we will be heard. What you're about to hear right now has never been done. He will introduce himself, he will let you know who he is, and you'll understand the ramifications. It is not only naturally born Americans that are being affected. It's gentlemen who have come here as refugees to do better.
That's right. Yep. Yeah.
Did you hear me? As refugees to do better.
That's right. Yep.
From war-stricken countries, places that this is a norm.
Yep. Yep.
This young man is part of that, and his family is part of that. So as we do serve different gods, we still love one man.
Yes. Yeah.
Brother,
I want to thank all of you guys for coming out.
Thank you. Thank you, Deanie.
My name is Deanie Aiden. I'm the younger brother of Ishaq Evan. He was killed. I got you. So my older brother Isaac Aiden, or in Somalia Ishaq, was killed July 2nd in Eagan, Minnesota by 7 officers. 5 out of the 7 officers killed him with rifles. The other 2 had non-lethal beanbag bullets. And for the last almost a year, we've been fighting to get justice. His case was completely dismissed without any justice. So I'm just out here trying to help other families. I've been working with Brian Quinonez's family. He was killed right after his house. And this is a problem that we need to handle as soon as possible, because his house was supposed to graduate from the University of Minnesota this spring. He started his own business December 2017. He was a full-time employee. And what Fox 9 and all the other media outlets wants to say is he had a series of petty misdemeanors. Those were traffic tickets that were paid. So they literally don't have anything against him, and they're trying to find any possible way to criminalize him. And then they went as far as going after his parking tickets. So if someone who's a full-time employee, full-time student, started his own business, is trying to help his community, was killed with 5 rifles and non-lethal beanbag bullets, who's really safe from police at this point?
Nobody.
So we need to all stand up and do whatever we can, because this is not going to end. George Floyd, unfortunately, will not be the last person unless we do something about it.
That's right.
Amen.
No justice.
No peace.
No justice.
No peace.
ladies and gentlemen, when I asked this young man, Denny, to speak, do you know what his first response to me was? No, thank you. Because he was too shy. He didn't have the courage. He didn't have the heart. He deals with pain, and he wanted to keep it internal. So I need you, before the next person will come up, because I need to replenish his strength.
That's
Can
right.
we please give Denny and Hardy family a round of applause?
No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. 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 No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police! No justice! No peace! Prosecute the police! No justice! No peace! Prosecute the police! No peace! Prosecute the police! No peace! Prosecute the police! No justice! No peace! Prosecute the police! No justice! No peace! Prosecute the police! No peace! Prosecute the police! No peace!
Justice! No peace! Prosecute the police!
Hands up, don't shoot. Hands up,
Don't shoot!
hands up,
Don't shoot!
hands up,
Don't shoot!
What's his name? George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd. What's his name? George Floyd.
And so he was talking to the universe.
Mama.
Everyone on the count of 3, you take one deep breath. You ready? 1, 2, 3, breathe. Deep breath. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Last time. Inhale. Exhale. Did you enjoy the breath of life?
Yes.
The kids and the men and women who lose their life because of police brutality, they will never get a chance to enjoy another chance to have a breath of life.
My name is John Thompson. These brothers are from Los Angeles. I'm from right here in the state of Minnesota, man. My best friend was Philando Castillo, who was murdered in 2016 by the St. Anthony police officer, Officer Geronimo Yanez. A lot of people saw me in the street. For the past 6 years since Philando passed, we had very, very, very peaceful protests. There was one protest on 94 that got a little bit rowdy, but never have Minnesotans burned shit down like the shit we see here today. And they asked me, John, what about the riot? I said, it wasn't a riot. My community is sick and tired of being sick and tired. My community is sick and tired of asking people who can change laws to change laws, and they don't. Right? I jumped on desks at the state capitol and I recognized that the Klan had grandchildren. And they just took off their white uniforms and put on blue suits. Some of them got the state of Minnesota pendants on them. Some of them got the police department badges on them. But the Klan and their ideology is still right here and alive in the state of Minnesota. It was God who connected me with these brothers. This brother is running for governor of the state of California. This brother is running to be a senator. Here I am, a DFL endorsed. Right. Here's part two. Here's part two. Because I went from activist activated to your DFL endorsed candidate here in 67A. I want to be the change that I so want to scream about in the street. And I can be angry. You goddamn right I'm angry. So call me the angry black man. Damn it, I got every right to have this emotion. You got a right to have every right. Look on the books. Minnesota Statute 609
1.605 is the use of deadly force statute here in the state. I can do that to you as a police officer, and you can blow my goddamn brains out and say I was in fear for my life. Because that statute that's on the books is the Ronald Reagan era.
Talk on it, talk on it.
See, we can do one thing, we can march, we can say we want to change stuff, but until you be the change you want to see in your community, we're going to still have people in office for 20 years uncontested. What y'all to do is be a part of the new movement, be a part of the new protest, and that's getting some of these assholes out of these seats that's been occupying these seats for 20 years, 25 years, uncontested. They are comfortable making your community feel like shit. They are comfortable passing laws and legislation that harm my community and my people. I don't know if y'all recognize this. There's a whole lot of people out here that didn't receive a $1,200 stimulus package. So when they asked me about the people running in the stores, I said, it's a whole lot of people in them stores that did not receive a $1,200 stimulus package. And they were grabbing things that they needed, and y'all could have gave it to them. If I'm lying, I'm dying. Y'all stop me with them pure rhetoric. But Valerie Castillo, Orlando's mother, was riding around this state, and y'all know it, paying our student lunch debt because we couldn't afford to feed the kids. They were taking student lunches off of their trays because they owed $1.40 for lunch. And then we got COVID-19. Not only are they feeding the kids for free, but they delivering this shit to their house. I can't show up the legislation and yell at them no more. I'm just gonna jump on the other side of the desk and bring this same passion to legislation. And I hope y'all follow me. Yeah. Don't let them tell you. Don't let them tell you. Don't let them tell you that you can't run for office. Run for office. And if you can't run, vote. Don't let nobody tell you your vote don't matter. Even if you believe your vote don't matter, take your ass to the polls. We got power. We got power. We got voting power. We got spending power. And last but not least, we got black power.
I want to do a quick roll call, right? Because I see the community here. I just want to show you something. And look around you. Look around you. Look to the left, look to the right, look behind you. Is the mayor here? If the mayor is here, can you raise your hand? Did you see the mayor back there, Utah? You see the mayor anywhere? I don't see him anywhere. Is there any city council members here? Is it? No? Do you see? You don't see anybody? You're a candidate? Come up here. Come here. I want to talk to you for a minute. You're a state representative? I want you to come up here. Is there any more representatives here? Because we've been talking trash all weekend about people who don't care about y'all. I want y'all to see something. Is there a senator here? Is there a senator out here? Is there a congressperson out here? I see the community. Is Donald Trump, are you out here?
Hell no.
Barack Obama, are you out here?
No.
Vice President, are you out here? It's just the community, right?
Yeah.
Who's running for office? If you're running for office, please raise your hand. If you're running for office, raise your hand. Even if you run, it doesn't matter. Put your hand up. Don't be ashamed. Put your hand up. Put your hand up.
You run. He told me to run. You run. I'm telling you to run.
Yeah, okay, come up here. Cause look. You running. Hold on. You running. Put your hand up. I'm running. I got my hand up. He's already in office right here. So I want y'all to see who has y'all back right here, right?
My move.
Look up here and see who has y'all back because y'all mayor not here.
Y'all might not know him.
You don't have any other representatives here. You have people who are ready to make a change, and you have him. He's been here the whole weekend. As much shit as I've been talking about people not having y'all back, he's been here the whole time. So look who got y'all back.
Exactly.
Look who's been grieving with the family.
Exactly. That's what matters.
Representative Mahmoud Noor. He is the first public official that I've seen in 3 days. Representative Noor is the first person that I've seen come down to this community. See, I speak a little Arabic. So they say in their language, Inshallah. It means in God's will that we will have more representatives and officials
that are able to come to the front line like he just did. Sir, please, take your time.
Let me tell you this. This was coming. What they see on the streets was coming. That could have been me. Yes. That could be my kids. Yes. It could be all of us. Yes. We're not saying enough is enough. What we're saying is the change is coming. Yes. Nelson Inns, who has been here, who's been serving the community, working for all of us. He's a school board member. We can address the disparities that exist in our education. Welcome, Nelson.
Okay. Thank you, Mike Move. Thank you, everyone. My name is Nelson Inns. I'm a school board director of Minneapolis District 5. I live 4 blocks from here, just south. Lived here for 20 years. I want folks to know that on Tuesday, Minneapolis Public Schools has a resolution that we are taking up that will end our relationship with the Minneapolis Police Department. I'll say that again. On Tuesday, we'll be taking up at a special meeting a resolution that will end our relationship with the Minneapolis Police Department.
If y'all running for office and y'all just got up on the stage, I hope y'all not making no false promises, because they almost got what dude yesterday.
It's true. All the public officials that came up here today, all the political candidates that came today, make sure that you keep your promises according to your word. I'm 6'4", 240 pounds, and I asked him, "Can you please speak?" He said, "What happened?"
We got breaking news. A semi ran over protesters on 94.
A semi truck ran over people at 35 Dub, West 35th. Live now, a semi truck just ran over people. Highways closed at 5. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you, Mike. Thank you, big fella. Ladies and gentlemen, you see what we're dealing with. People are getting run over. They're getting run over. That's another mother or father that may have lost their child.
A semi drove right into a crowd there. Fortunately, nobody was hurt.
My sister said something powerful right there. She said God was there. Come on, Tim. Come on, girl. Your big brother's right here. I got your back.
Shit, we all got I got your back. We got your back. We got your back. I got your back.
My name is Tiffany Burns. I'm the sister of Jamar Clark.
I am not one to do much speaking, especially when it comes to my brother. It's very hard for me to talk about what happened to him because it was too brutal. And but I think that right now is the time for you all to know the truth about Jamar Clark. Y'all got what the media put out there about Jamar, but I'm gonna give you the truth about Jamar. Okay? Jamar was a 24-year-old young man working 2 jobs and also assisting with assisted living medical care for my sister who passed away not too long after him.
After we got on the scene, me and my family got on the scene, they stalled us. They wouldn't even tell us where my brother was, which hospital he was at. So now we're saying, okay, this group go over to North Memorial. This group, we're going to go over here to Hennepin County so we can find where my brother is. Finally, after my mama pleaded with the officer, one of the officers on the scene, he finally said, your son is in Hennepin County. We rushed down to Hennepin County. They stalled us once again. Put him on life support to give them time to cover up what they had done to my brother. Yep.
All right. It's okay.
After seeing my brother in the hospital bed, laid with half of his face gone, it took something out of me that I will never be able to get back.
That's right.
He was killed by Minneapolis police. Two killer cops killed him execution style in North Minneapolis.
November 15th.
Jamar just happened to be in the wrong place at the wrong time. He came out while they were on their way and they got him.
He was coming from a birthday party. They got a 911 call saying that there was a domestic. Jamar just so happened to come out the building. When they pulled up, it took them 60 seconds. They didn't ask any questions. They saw my brother come out the building. They ran out of their car, snatched him up, slammed him down, and shot him in the face. Point blank range. Didn't ask any questions. My brother was handcuffed when he was shot in the face.
It took them less than 61 seconds after having their interaction with him to take him down and kill him. 61 seconds it took them to walk up to him, snatch him up, and slam him on the ground and shoot him in the face. 61 seconds, you guys. That's all it took. They didn't ask no questions. They didn't ask him his name. They didn't ask him what he was doing in the area. They just took him down and shot him point blank range in the face in front of a lot of people. One who was a 10-year-old young boy who have to live with that.
And before we even knew it, they made up this story about him being a part of a domestic and was resisting arrest.
My family has been fighting with the state from that day on. We filed a lawsuit which they slapped us in the face with. They made up their own rules as they went. Gave us the runaround, lied to us, sat down and met with us on several occasions. Trauma upon trauma they have been inflicting on us since this happened. And as we stand out here in support of George Floyd's family and his tragic death, we are once again re-traumatized by that. November 15th, 2015 was the day Jamar was murdered. And I say execution style because that's what it was, execution style.
Yes.
They care nothing about our bodies, our lives, and our families.
That's right.
Nothing. So I stand here, we stand here in solidarity with every family in America that has been affected by killer cops, broken systems.
It's okay, Tiffany. Okay. All right. It's all right.
A racist world in which we feel unwelcome.
They would not tell us where Jamar was. They would not tell us what hospital they took him to.
1 second. There was a terrorist attack on 35 Bridge. So many people died. They were shooting.
We got it.
Thank you.
We got it.
We got you. Somebody get that brother a hug. Get that brother a hug, man. Hey, we gotta hug him, man.
We got your back, bro.
We got your back.
We got your back. We got your back. We got your bag, bro.
No, I was meeting Jacob on the bridge, and I looked up back, and I was running to scream like I can't scream. And the semi-truck ran through everybody.
Those are not fake tears.
And they shot everybody. They were shooting everybody. No, the Prince Supremacy.
The white supremacists were shooting at y'all?
They killed so many people, bro.
They killed people on the bridge?
On 35W, we was on the bridge, and I was meeting Jacob Fryer on the bridge. And I looked back.
Just come down.
I looked back.
Sit down. Give me the water. Give me the water.
Somebody look on the news and let me know if the police is on the freeway.
Excuse me, ma'am. Which way is West 35th Street? How far is that from here?
Not that far.
It's not that far.
How many blocks?
It's not that far.
2 blocks? What? What was that?
35 is not that far.
How far away is this situation from here?
Just 2 miles.
20 minutes? 20 minutes max?
Less than that. Less than that.
It's 4 miles away?
10 minutes. 10 minutes.
10 minutes?
10 minutes.
Joe.
10 minutes. You have to be careful.
Joe. Ladies and gentlemen, who's willing to go with me to that location? Who's willing to go with me to that location? I can't do it by myself.
We got your back. We got your back.
This protest that we're about to walk to is a portion of history, and we do not want to mar it nor scar it with foolishness. If you see anyone trying to burn or break anything as we're walking, please report it and we will stop the individual. We're not going to break anything. We're going to break their foolishness.
We can breathe! We can breathe! We can breathe!
No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. 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 No justice, no peace. George Floyd! George Floyd!
Say his name!
George Floyd!
Say his name!
George Floyd!
God said go. When I went, I had no idea that they were deploying National Guards from Michigan. I was the only one there with a Michigan hat, and it was just coincidence of God that I came there right when you guys started marching, and it put me in front of the march. So I said, okay, I'm the only one with legal credentials here. I'm armed. I've heard what's happening. Yeah, they're on TV talking about it now. The National Guards are talking to the people, friendly with the people, and taking pictures with them. So I said, I got to protect these people that are trying to get the message out.
You yourself, what will you do for change? You yourself.
Change can start tonight. Change can talk about taking your gloves off, man. Shaking a hand.
Thank you.
Right?
Elbow! Use this as a talking
Coronavirus elbow!
Use a talking stick.
When they seen the Michigan hat, they stood down because they were from Michigan. And one thing I can say about Detroit and Michigan, Michiganders stick together. White, black, it doesn't make a difference. Detroit, Michigan is Michigan. We've been through the hardest of everything. We stick together. When I went up under that bridge and I held up the wallet, the reason you see me stand still, because somebody put a red dot on my chest. I stood still and I took my wallet and I put it in front of the dot. And that's when you see me turn to my right and flash my credentials up to the helicopter. That's when you see me turn to you guys and say peace, and you see me turn to them and say peace. Once this apartment complex started shooting off fireworks and I found out where that came from, they arrested that guy. You know, this guy came from somewhere with explosives and was living in that complex and passing out was like little sticks of dynamite. So that's what that was. That guy had brought in little sticks of dynamite and he was just passing them out, just throw them at the police. And so they charged him with a federal act. And that's why they started shooting tear gas canisters at us that had nothing to do with us. And they thought that was us.
No peace! No peace!
turn her up.
No peace. No peace.
Okay.
No peace. No peace.
Thank you.
No peace. Who is that? No peace. West is dead. George Floyd. 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 George Floyd. George Floyd. West is dead. 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 Say his name. George Floyd. 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 George Floyd. What's his name? 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 No justice, no peace. Rescue the police. 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 No justice, no peace. Prosecute 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 the police.
It's uniformity. Together, we are a family. Everybody listen, please. Pass the message to the back. This protest right here is not attacking anything. About to march to the bridge where that driver made a decision to have to go through. I asked him, ma'am, are you with me? I said, are you with me? I can't hear you. Everybody, what's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! I said, what's his name? George Floyd! What's his name? George Floyd! The governor, the police, the mayor, and everybody else should be with you. But you know what? We're all together. Put your hands up like this, and when you're in the military, they point you in the direction. The direction is this way.
Today is the day they had tens of thousands of people, and again, curfew is in about 10 minutes, and there are thousands of people out on the streets right now, still at this moment.
If I got my bearings right, where Lauren was talking, it sounded like they're attempting to do kind of that same route.
If you do not have hand-to-hand combat experience, or you cannot take a person down by using your weapon as a last resort, you should not have a badge. They don't do it in France. The Queen does not allow this in England, so why are we allowing it in America? When people in England can apprehend their citizens safely and bring them back to the community safe with arrest, why can't America do that? Why are we killing so many people? It's like war against cops. These people are going to tear up America. It's halfway done now. I'm fraternal order, and I am scared to pull over for an officer right now, especially in the dark. And I'm more scared because I have a license to carry, and they know this when they look at your identification. When they run a lane on your license plate, they know that you carry. What is that saying when they get pulled over? That's saying that you have to drive and be in fear in your life every day because you carry, so you have to be afraid? Come on. I mean, things need to change. It needs to go back to the olden days where kids used to love police, wanted to be police, and that is what has changed. They've been grown up to hate police, and police are coming on hating the community. This has to change. You need more community reenaction with police, and police more in action with the community, and that is what's going to stop all of this.
That's what we got, man. That's what they tried to hit us at over there. Listen to me. Ladies and gentlemen, the one chant that we will not say is F the police. Wisdom says we're having a peaceful protest with 2,000 or 3,000 people and more. There are cars that are following us. We will be wiser than a snake and more gentle than a dove. When we get down there, do not escalate. If you see anyone to throw something at the police, stop. I got you. Watch this. This protest has no violence in it. We have marched from George Floyd's memorial.
So far, it's been peaceful. We've been walking with them. There's been no damage, no destruction. They're trying to get down on the highway, it looks like. They're heading on to the 35 South, W South.
I was there not to cause any harm to anybody else, but make sure any harm did not come to anybody else. Every time I was willing to put my life on the line to show peaceful protest and make an example of peaceful protest to everybody. We are here for peaceful protest. We are here to change things.
You're right. We're now starting to see things maybe getting a little bit more tense here as they announced to this crowd that the curfew, you're violating the curfew at this point.
And we should point out as well, there are a lot bigger crowds out today at curfew than there were last night. We heard from the governor, or perhaps it was the commissioner of the Department of Public Safety, that said there were tens of thousands of protesters who were out and about today peacefully rallying. Right now we have... George Floyd! 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 George
You go ahead. Okay. Take a breath. Please, let everybody get out here. Let's go. Everybody.
No justice, no peace. Persecute the police. No justice, no peace. Persecute the police. No justice, no peace. Prosecute 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 the police. No justice, no peace. No justice, no peace. Prosecute the police. 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 Behind the back. Let's go. Come on, back. Don't take that shit. We're not here for that. No violence. No violence.
What the fuck is that?
They're going here for peace.
What the fuck is that?
Hey, no violence. Hey, talk. Talk. We're here for a purpose.
Yes.
Purpose-driven people have results. You are purpose-driven people. The chance that we have for breath of life is we can't breathe. We can breathe. We will be hurt. We can't breathe. We will be hurt. That's how our chance starts.
The revolution to be stopped.
Yeah, no violence. No violence.
We can't breathe.
We will be heard.
We can't breathe.
We will be heard.
We will be heard.
We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard. We will be heard.
The forces for the Minnesota National Guard are really spread out throughout the metro area and outside of Minneapolis, St. Paul proper. And so they are on highway locations that would facilitate quick movement. And after the last few days, there's been a great deal of comfort developed by the forces to execute missions on a relatively quick basis. And so I would say that, you know, as you may have seen with what happened with the truck, they were there relatively quickly. And so I would say that they should feel very secure that the Minnesota National Guard and local law enforcement would respond in a very quick and efficient manner.
Don't shoot!
brutality against black people in inner cities. If we approach the police, we will get shot. We have to let our voice be heard right now. Because we are already intimidated. They got 1,000 cops over here, and they got 1,000 cops over there.
All we want is the mayor. We want the mayor.
The mayor is not here.
Hey, what did we do to the police?
Exactly.
Nothing.
Let me ask you a question. Let me ask you a question. Hey, bro. Let me ask you a question. We sit here. Wait, let me explain something to you. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. They just trying to scare us. They just trying to scare us. Yes, the police come into our communities and kill our black men and women all the time. But who makes these laws that allows the police to come do this? Hey, who allows? Hey, whoever it is who's doing that shit, stop! Stop! We are not here for violence. Ladies and gentlemen, you have served your purpose. Our purpose is a peaceful protest. Listen. Hey, let's go back up here. On the side, turn around and walk peacefully. We'll do it up here. They can't say anything about that. Let's be respectful. Safety for the ladies. Get the ladies out of here.
George Floyd! George Floyd!
I'm sorry. Hey, boy. No fear.
No justice! No justice! No
Down here. Why did we come down here?
Go on the hill. Everybody on the hill. Let's go.
Can everybody hear me? Can everybody hear me?
So what I think we just saw some tear gas being dispensed.
What's his name? What's his name? George Floyd! George Floyd! We're not going anywhere!
We're not doing nothing wrong.
That's national. Something's in the fucking jail over there. Something's in the jail over there.
Let's go. Now, that shit. Let's go. Let's go.
Wait up. Oh, there.
Hey, listen, man, breathe into your mouth, underneath your shirt. Yeah, hell, wait, breathe into your mouth, underneath your shirt. Breathe into your mouth, underneath your shirt.
Essential workers, whoop up, right here today.
Good luck, please.
Don't let them follow us. Keep on marching.
Don't shoot! 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 Don't shoot!
At the end of the day, was it worth it?
Absolutely, absolutely. We have a message to send. Hey, we are out here. We're peaceful. We are different from whoever's rioting. We're citizens first. At the end of the day, he might be wearing a uniform. I'm not, but we can connect in any way.
You have made a historical victory that will go down in history because you're the first generation has caused a white cop to be fired for black people. It has never before happened in 54 years. You're the first generation that caused a white cop to be charged with a crime. It has never happened before. For generations, you have no idea about the milestone.
Some of the things that these protesters have demanded have happened, and now we will just see how all of that plays out. We're understanding.
When I order assembly members for this city, when I order the state senators for this city, when I order the congressional representatives for this city, the elected officials who we vote into office, you ain't bad for our vote. They ain't bad for our money.
When you're done, the real battle is to make sure they change the charges. This is too low. When they're done, you make sure that you get your people to the polls.
Joe Collins was arrested for trying to save an officer from being assaulted. We're all out here for peaceful protest. Why are you arresting Joe Collins for attempting to stop a protester from assaulting an officer?
I didn't get arrested because I had people behind my back. I did not get arrested because I had the people behind my back.
We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 1, unintentional second-degree murder while committing a felony, find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:44 p.m.
And so he was talking to the universe. I want to be the change that I so want to scream about the street.
We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 2, third-degree murder, perpetrating an eminently dangerous act, find the defendant guilty.
What's happening to the city right now is not the people's fault.
I can't breathe on. As a generation in the street, you have made a historical victory. My stomach hurts. My neck hurts.
We, the jury, in the above entitled matter as to count 3, second-degree manslaughter, culpable negligence, creating an unreasonable risk. find the defendant guilty. This verdict agreed to this 20th day of April 2021 at 1:45 p.m.
You're freedom fighters. You're fighting for freedom. Make sure they know you know who got your freedom. What do you want? And they breathe.
As sentenced for count 1, the court commits you to the custody of the Commissioner of Corrections for a period of 270 months. That's 270.
Please, I can't breathe. Please, man.
Who writes the laws that allow these people to do this stuff? Where are the city council members? Why are they not out here with these families breathing with us? Why are they not in our communities breathing with us?
Some of the things that these protesters have demanded have happened. Now we will just see how all of that plays out.
This is based on your abuse of a position of trust and authority, and also the particular cruelty shown to George Floyd.
They said this was the biggest march since Martin Luther King.
We're going to continue to be victims. Victims of a system that we have the power to change.
You know, I was gonna flip the script on the police. I wanted to face them and say, I love you. You understand? I wanted to be like, when I say I love you, say you. I love, and then the whole crowd will say you.